As hilarious as that music may sound, it is not how I want to kick off my next YouTube video.
Welcome to the Michael Oldroyd comedy
YouTube channel.
It's going to be so much fun where he makes humor of himself and the many things in New York City. Oh, and by the way, this is not the voice of Bruno.
Guys, this year for the 4th of July, I went to the Hamptons. You like my hat? Awesome. Welcome back to the channel of the Droid. Thanks for tuning in. Awesome. I love you guys. You know that. If I haven't said it enough, I do. I'm not being disingenuous. I love everybody, to be honest. I'm a creature of love. What can I say? But I went to the Hamptons for the first time. There was a girl who invited me to go out to the Hamptons with her. You know, kind of fun stuff. We're kind of friends. We fool around, whatever, right? We're not in an exclusive relationship, but she works down there now, and I figured, hey, two birds, one stone. Hey, two birds, one seed, right? Because I don't like to kill birds with stones. I like to feed birds with seeds. So I figured this was an opportunity to feed two birds with one seed, and we went out, right? So we go out. We're having a good time. We're getting tipsy. You know, we go out to pretty much the only place that's open in the downtown part of the Hamptons. I guess all the places were closed because it's 4th of July and it's not, you know, whatever. It's not as active as like Montauk or other beach towns where there's more people going out. Who knows? Whatever. I already had my chick. So we're out, and I feel like anytime a guy is with a girl, the guy's stock goes up to other external girls. Like there was a table of like 14 girls, and when we walked in, the fact that I was with a girl, they were like all staring at me and us. And I was like, wow, this is kind of how you attract chicks. We were chumming the waters, if you will, without realizing it or intending to. I was just out with her having a good time. She was dressed up. I wasn't really dressed up. I had basically a dress shirt on and some American flag shorts and some flip-flops, some thongs, if you will. But nevertheless, these chicks were staring. It was creating attention, whatever. We were the first to get out on the dance floor at that club. People started flocking, whatever, you know. No big deal. We started the party. You know, I don't mean to be cocky, but it was awesome. And not long after we're out there, you know, guys are starting to come around, whisper things in this girl's ear. You know, there's some girls kind of flocking around me on the dance floor trying to see what's up, you know. I think they're just trying to like make themselves visible and see if I'll bite. You know, it's all about ego, right? When you're with a chick, other girls come out of the woodwork, not because they actually like you, but because they want to see if their stock to you is high enough to try and derail whatever you've got going on with this other girl. It's a weird dynamic, guy. It's a psychological phenomenon, but it is real. I know from personal experience. If you want a girl, you gotta have a girl, right? However, I never recommend using girls to get other girls, right? If you have a friend that's willing to play wingman, then, you know, that's potentially a good thing, but how do you catch a big fish? Well, you gotta start by having a small fish to catch the fish, right? Chumming the waters, guys. That's all I'm trying to say. Anyway, we're out on the dance floor. Not long after we're getting tipsy, my friend leaves, guys. I was like, yo, what the heaven? Where'd my friend go, you know? She leaves me, and one of the girls that was on the dance floor kind of like moves in and sits down, and we start talking. And, you know, I was like, wow, this girl's really attractive. I can't help myself. We're talking. I try to get her number, whatever. She gives me her number. She's from Miami. You know, just one of those types of girls. It's like not good for your health because she's so attractive. And it's gonna give you a heart attack someday. Much like Ariana Grande might give Pete Davidson a heart attack if he doesn't slow down and breathe right now. Nevertheless, though, about 30 minutes later, I see my lady friend, the one that, you know, I went to the Hamptons to visit. I was like, where were you? Blah, blah, blah. Cool. We sync up, we hang out, and then, you know, we go home, right? We pass out, we do our thing, whatever. That's not for your ears or eyes, or any of the other senses, really. Nevertheless, though, I wake up the next morning, I realized that I had 2 missed calls from her from the night before, and what happened is when I was talking to the Miami girl, I felt my phone buzz a few times, so I figured she was calling me, looking for me, and when I went out there and saw my friend, I knew that, you know, she didn't need to get a hold of me anymore, so there was no reason for me to listen to my voicemails. The next morning, though, I listened to my voicemails as I'm using the restroom, right? We're in the hotel room. I'm in the restroom listening to my voicemails, just killing time, whatever, playing on my phone, and they were butt dials. And I find out that this girl was actually out with another dude, and she was making out with another guy, you know? It was the recording of them. And, you know, I walk out of the restroom, I was like, hey, just out of curiosity, where did you go last night when you disappeared for a while? She's like, why? It's like, oh, you know, I was just curious. She said, well, I was hanging out with a guy. I was like, oh, that's cool. I guess you can do that because we're not in a relationship. Anything in particular? Like, what'd you guys do? She's like, we made out. So this girl came clean, and you know, I appreciated that. I was a little bit flabbergasted and upset in the moment, but you know what? As a single guy, I have no right to be upset. And I also realized that girl from Miami, if she wanted to make out, I probably would have too. So, guys, before you get upset and before you cast judgment, what I'm trying to say is, hey, try to see things as they are. Be objective about it. Don't be upset unless you have a right to be. In this case, I don't really think I had a full right to be upset. I easily put myself in her shoes and realized I would have done the same thing because I pretty much was doing the same thing. The only difference is the Miami girl didn't want to make out with me in that moment because I didn't have any drugs that she preferred. In fact, I don't do drugs, so if you want to make out with Miami chicks, I guess maybe have some drugs on you. I don't know. But anyway, moral of the story, it's good to be honest with each other. You know, be straightforward in your expectations, and yeah, we're still friends. Me and the Hamptons girl, we're on good terms. We're smooth sailing. There's wind in our sails, at our backs, and we're moving forward as friends. And who knows, maybe we'll end up in a relationship. I don't know, you know? Comment if you think we'll end up in a relationship. Feel free to subscribe if you like this video. Like the video. Appreciate you guys' time. Enjoy the rest of your day, okay? Thank you.